And wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. He's still on his feet, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Cody Ford. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start with the option. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Right is Jackson. But he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson going to run. And he caught it up. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Jackson going to run. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. down the right sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play that... His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Could change. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
On 1st down, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. They go with Chubb on set. Manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they'll begin by running the option. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. An option give now to Mitchell. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. He pitches it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Houston. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Butcher. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his left. And he's brought down. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
At the 37-yard line.
Chubb running to the wide side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Jackson running again. He'll pitch it back. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 19-yard line. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They run the option on 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And they were in the hurry up. Maybe got going a little too fast.
And sometimes that's the danger of going to that type of a system, is that you don't take care of things as well as you would.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. On 2nd down, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Watson. And to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Rosas good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Boy, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Breaks through the contact. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught for Browns. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team...
There he goes, right side! And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 246 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On the option right is Jackson. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. Now he's loose again. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the option. 52 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Mitchell. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he's going to be shot back short of the goal line. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Right back to Mitchell here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. That timing, change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third, Watson working the middle of the field, and he's got... And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take... 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Gets past one man. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got him. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Yeah, second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns get a late score here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
they're focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and run the option. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Watson on first down. To the sideline and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll start with the option. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a while. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Jackson, option right, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was a third long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Returnable for Grant. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
He gives it up.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And quickly they get to the line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Dances by him. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
But once again, it's Mitchell.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. Touchdown, Browns! It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Browns have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
A pitch back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this will be caught at the
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 65 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And Chubb will try the middle here.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb pushes past him, fighting his way through contact. A big hitter there. 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for the leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watson.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Watson now to throw. To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And now off to the races down the right side.
He may go.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Powerful running. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson going to run again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And they're going option play on 3rd down.
He pitches it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. They got his man complete.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Jackson, option right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Option play, Corral keeping it.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Ballard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Watson to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they're going to speed things up here. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Corral lost it. The ball is out. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Watson.